Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. And Tuesday we're going over Moses, his physical obedience towards God. So I told you on Thursday we'd be doing Daniel in the lion den and his physical obedience towards God. And so today we're in Daniel chapter 10. I'm going to read verses 3 and then I'm going to read verses 19. And I'm going to explain to you what they mean to me. And verse 3 says, I ate no pleasant bread, neither came flesh nor wine in my mouth, neither did I anoint myself at all, till 3 whole weeks were fulfilled. Now, in a physical obedience way, because his spiritual way, the reason he is here is because he was praying to God, and you weren't allowed to pray where he was at. So they took him and they cast him into this lion den as a prison. And then basically, because God saw that Daniel was loving towards him and still wanted to go to heaven and do things for God, that he did shut the mouths of the lions. The lions were basically like giant cats, and just sitting around and just laying and sleeping with Daniel and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. And so basically he ate nothing that was pleasant. I mean, fruits and vegetables. I mean, if you've ever, no one really likes to eat fruits and vegetables. They like to eat, junk food and candy. But I mean, for them, they ate like, meat and stuff. And wine, as in it was not alcohol wine. There is no alcohol. It was grape juice. Alcohol was created, or wine, by it sitting out there and getting rotten in the sun, and it created it to have the effect on your body. So this was basically just grape juice, and he had none of that, so he probably just drank water. And basically that was his physical obedience toward God. He was physically starving, physically being fed not well, and stuff that he didn't like, and not being able to get the water and stuff that he needs for his body. And then here in verse 19 it says, and said, O man greatly beloved, fear not. Peace be unto thee. Be strong. Yeah, be strong. And when he had spoken unto me, I was strengthened, and said, let my Lord speak, for thou hast strengthened me. Now what this means is, you gotta think he was sitting here for 3 weeks, so rough time there, and he was drained, so he was weak. And so God sent down this angel to say this, and to tell him not to fear, not to give up. And he was blessed with his strength. So when the angel touched him, God gave him back his strength to be able to stand up and stuff. And for him doing that physical obedience towards God, for him not eating or drinking anything pleasant to his body, for him being not taking a bath, or being when you're sitting in a den, it's rocks, it's stuff like that, so if it falls it might hit him or something, just sleeping on the ground like they was. I mean, it's rough towards his body. And God says, O man greatly beloved. So he was greatly beloved by God because of this act. And I mean, he was already greatly beloved, but God is overly happy about what he's done, because he's done all this for God. He's been basically sent down here for 3 weeks in this prison, just because he prayed to God. And I'm glad we have the right to pray to God now. It's very good. And it's good for to basically be pushed to your limits for God, to have everything against you just to be for God. Because when you have everything against you for God, you know that means that you really truly want to go to heaven, you really truly love God, you really want to see Him, and you really want to do things for Him when you have everything else against you. You can't pay your bills, you're in debt, I mean, whatever it may be, but God is always there with you. And He says that, the pain will only last a little while you're down here, but once you're up in heaven, you will have no more pain. And that pain could be physical pain, spiritual pain, mentally pain. So, I just want to say, just trust in God, because Daniel did. He trusted God, he had faith, he stayed strong, and in the end, God let him out. And that angel, I believe that angel was Michael that came to him. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I heard this story. And, like I said in the Tuesday, spiritual acts towards God are very good, but so are physical acts. That's what you need to do. Fellowshipping, going to each, door around your neighborhood, knocking, telling people about God and stuff. So, just have physical obedience towards Him and listen to God when He tells you something. And try your best to pray for yourself and not fall into temptations. And that was Daniel chapter 10, verses 3 and 19. See you guys in the next video.